Good morning, friends. I'm Gerrick Angel, and I thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel where I invite you to dream bigger, vibe higher, and watch it happen. Dream bigger, vibe higher, and watch it happen. And right now we're in a series on self-care. Self-care. And if you've already seen the first video in this self-care series, we talked about the fact that self-care is really soul care, because when we talk about self-care, there's parts of us that we already take care of automatically. We take care of our physical body. We take care of our mind, but we don't often remember our spiritual self, our soul. And so again, self-care is a very popular term. You hear it all the time. It's one of those buzzwords that kind of gets diluted. But if we remember that we're talking about soul care, then we could have a deeper experience of what self-care is. I want to start off by congratulating all of you, because even if you tuned into this video thinking, oh, I'm going to learn about self-care, you're already practicing self-care, because there was a call within your soul that said, hey, let me learn something about self-care. And then you tuned into this video. So first of all, congratulate yourself. I know how to practice self-care. I've taken the first step. I've listened deeper to what my soul is asking for, and I've tuned to this video about self-care. So we already have a starting place. We're not starting from zero, but instead we're going to use this opportunity to remember those self-care practices that could support us. So today's activity, very, very simple. We're going to start building a self-care toolbox, a self-care toolbox. What this is just a list of things that instantly or very quickly can change your mood, can raise your vibration, that can make you feel good. So these things are things that work very quickly. They don't require a lot of investment in time or money, and they can quickly change your mood. So the first thing I invite you to do is, if you have a journal, it would be great to use your journal. If you don't have a journal, it would be a great idea to get a journal. If you don't want to get a journal, that's okay. Let's start off with a piece of paper. Let's just start off with a piece of paper. And what we're going to start off by doing is just asking very, very deeply, what are those things that can instantly change the way I feel, change my vibration, lift me up? What are those things that I can do easily without a lot of investment in time or money that can change my mood or raise my vibration? So I made a list, and I'm going to share with you some of the things on my list. And the reason I'm sharing them is because I want you to realize it's really easy. It's really, really easy if you allow the list to just unfold. So right now we're just making a list of things that can raise our vibration, help us to feel good quickly without a lot of investment in time or money. One thing I wrote down is reading. Reading. Now, personally, I'm not a reader, but I know a lot of people find a lot of comfort in reading, and reading a good book can shift a person's mood and give them the opportunity to be very present with what they're reading. And it gives them the opportunity to shift their attention away from whatever is not necessarily supporting them or what's not bothering them. I have a friend who every time I see her, she's carrying two things. She's got a book and she's got a bottle of water. She always has her book and her bottle of water. So she is always prepared. No matter what's going on, she can always read her book and feel a little bit better. One of the things I like to do, I love to play with children. Children bring me to the present moment. They give and receive love freely, and that automatically raises me up. It lifts me up. In fact, there's a term that I use sometimes. I call it baby juice, and that it means that oftentimes if I'm holding children or holding a child for a long time, even when I'm away from that child, the rest of the day, I'm like a magnet. people just want to be around me. People will see me across the room and need to be near me. And I just feel like it's because holding a child just kind of charged me up. So that's something to definitely keep in my toolkit. Now, you're not going to go borrow anybody's child that you don't know, but if you have the opportunity to spend time with maybe nieces or nephews, or even if it's a FaceTime call, sometimes children can help us, get in a better mood and feel good. So that's another thing I've talked about. Now, a lot of you are dog people or cat people. So your pets can lift your vibration, can make you feel better. So don't forget about that. Don't forget that, I'm not in a great mood, but I'm going to play with my cat. That makes me feel better. Some people like to take walks. Some like to take walks in nature. Some like to take walks in the city. I'm fortunate enough to live in Los Angeles, so I get to walk in the city. And if I want to walk in nature, it's not too far to drive to a park or to a beach. But sometimes a walk is just the perfect opportunity to just have a reset. Listening to music. Now, this one, I love this one, and sometimes I forget about it. I forget how powerful and how quickly I can change my mood just by listening to music. And I'll be honest with you, it's probably going to be dance music, and that's fine, because another thing I wrote on my list is dancing. Sometimes you just need to dance alone in your living room, and that's okay. As long as you're listening to music that makes you feel good and the dancing makes you feel good, then go ahead and do it. Maybe playing music. Maybe you're a musician, and this wonderful skill that you have, this talent that you have, is not being expressed. So maybe just playing your instrument for a few moments can lift your vibration, make you feel better. One of the things I love to keep on my list is comedy. If I need to shift my mood, I can watch an episode of I Love Lucy and it will get me into a better mood. So comedy is a great one. Some people are inspired by art. So maybe it's as simple as just staring into a painting that you already have, choosing an art station on YouTube or on cable TV, and spending some time just being immersed in art can shift your mood and raise your vibration. Sometimes you just talking to people who are part of your high vibe tribe that know that if you're not in a good mood, it's a temporary situation, and they're willing to hang there with you and just know that they can help lift you up. And so those people that lift you up simply by being in their presence, remember those people, just like the children and the pets, remember sometimes there are adults in our lives that can lift us up just by allowing us to be in their presence. So again, not a lot of investment in time or money. Now, there are bigger things. I love a spa day. A spa day is a great way to reset because, again, it's body, mind, and spirit. And I give myself enough time to really relax and return a new person. Now, we're in a pandemic. Not a lot of spa days going on, but I'm going to leave that on my list because that is a great practice that can help raise my vibration, get me in a good mood. Some people like to go shopping. Again, we're looking for not a lot of investment in time or money, okay? Because if it is something that requires a lot of time or money, then it's real easy to put on the back burner and not do it. So shopping, maybe, it just depends on your relationship to shopping. So it's important to look really deep and ask the question, why do I feel like shopping? What's my soul really longing for? What does my heart really need right now? Is it the shopping experience, or is it the stuff I'm going to get? So look a little deep there, but go ahead and write it on the list. Right now, we're just making a list. So the important thing and the reason I'm sharing these things with you is so that you'd remember to just write it all out. Then we'll do something else with them on the next video. One of the things I love to do is cooking. I consider my kitchen my Zen zone. And so when I am cooking, and I often use the cooking and the music together, which really, is a really vibration raiser. It really gets me feeling good, and activates the flow of creativity. So in my Zen zone, I often listen to music while I'm cooking. So again, just give yourself permission to just make a list. That's it. We'll make a list of those things that instantly raise our vibration, make us feel better. They don't require a lot of investment in time or money. And then on the next video, we'll take a look at that list. And again, we'll work it in a way where even if you don't have the list, you'll be able to put something into practice. So again, today, congratulate yourself because you responded to your soul's call that was asking to go deeper in self-care, and you found this video and you chose to watch it. So you're starting with something, and now we're just making a simple list of those things that can make us feel good relatively quickly without much investment in time or money. So once again, I'm Gerrick Angel. I thank you for tuning to my station where I invite you to dream bigger, vibe higher, and watch it happen. These are small practices that you can work into the life that you already have. And these small practices will make a profound effect on your ability to create the life that you really want. So I do invite you to subscribe so that we can continue this journey together. If you want to know the moment that I put out a new video, then click the notification bell. And if you found value from this video, give it a thumbs up, click the like button. And most importantly, I would love to hear in the comments what practices you've incorporated and the results you've gotten from them. And in particular with this video, I'd love to hear some of the things that are on your list. Now, if it's the obvious stuff that I've already talked about, or maybe not so obvious stuff that I've talked about, then maybe you want to list it, maybe you don't. But whatever you feel compelled to share in the comments, I'd love to connect with you that way because we can kind of support each other and build a community that way. So again, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, but most of all, comment so that we can continue this journey together. Thanks so much. I just wish you a fantastic day, one for you and one for me, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much.